Today's film is Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death from 1979. This slice of Californian carnage was shot by three-time only porno director James Wood, this being his only non-X-rated credit, and written by, as well as starring, most likely partly directed as well, by San Francisco playwright / TV actor James Mathers. However, it should be noted that Wood is also down as producer, cinematographer, and editor, so it wasn't a complete vanity project on Mathers' part, I'm sure. Doesn't cancel the fact that, much like Andy Mulligan did with The Man with Two Heads, Mathers exercises some real broken brain shit through the framework of the Lewis Stevenson novel by constructing a near formless, brooding screenplay that plays out like a 1930s Todd Slaughter melodrama scribed by a meth addict. Camp and malice collide in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable, in a way I'd never thought I'd enjoy. I find myself complaining so much about films not landing their tone right, or in more lazier examples, applying several, in the vain hope of steam cleaning critical thought off of an audience's brain. Yet Dungeon of Death marries a jelly peanut butter pairing that will repulse some and entrance others. It's an oppressive atmosphere that rivals the most intense offerings from the decade, and is emblematic of the hysterical cruelty and cynical angst only found partnered in the late 70s, early 80s period of exploitation cinema, the most gonzo period, as well as being my favourite, guilty enough. Well, I mean, the film is very poorly lit. Moving on. It does all this without even killing one animal on screen. What restraint. I found the reworking of the Jekyll and Hyde novel to be strange, as well as strangely elaborate. This Jekyll's backstory is gone into great detail here, and is riveting pulp, regardless of its economic value. Mathers obviously put effort into this, even into the padding, and the trademarks of a playwright are peppered throughout the film. You want a list? How about extensive dialogue concerning off-screen action? A bit of the old improv from time to time. Just a bit of banter. Playing it all the way up to the cheap seats? Yep, they're doing that too. All of this wonderful theatrical nonsense. You get it here. There is no nudity at all in this, despite a hell of a lot of sexual threat. The gore is minimal, with the violence mostly taking the form of Jekyll abusing his disabled entourage, presented with disturbing intensity. It feels like a rip-off. You expect something more wet from a title like this film possesses. However, still a horror film. Still very horrific in feeling, in fact. I can't overstate how constantly oppressive the atmosphere is at times, like some inverted home invasion thriller. God, it's so weird. Not many films are like this, with its eclectic score, overacting and strange lighting choices. I haven't even got to the Kung Fu yet, but I'll leave that for you to find out. I'll conclude by saying that Dungeon of Death has no right to be the powerful horror film experience that it is, but it is. Its commitment to cruelty and amateur theatre, as well as having one of the greatest one-sheets for an exploitation film I have ever seen, make it a hidden horror gem that is near indescribable, which is indeed a beauty all to in itself. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Tomorrow's film is Blades.